Neighborhood Nexus actually is a gateway to good information for audiences, donors, for nonprofits, for community members and residents to be well informed. For us as staff, it helps us make good decisions related to grant making, related to having more poignant and deliberate conversations. It really puts us in a position where we're all on the same page.
Gears chose to partner with Neighborhood Nexus for two primary reasons. First of all, Neighborhood Nexus already had data sharing agreements in place with various child serving agencies here in Georgia. And secondly, because of the use of an open source software like Weave, it was very cost efficient for Gears to partner with Neighborhood Nexus.
Neighborhood Nexus is a partnership that has created an electronic platform that has a wealth of data about all the various neighborhoods and communities in the Metro Atlanta region. And as such, it's available to anybody at any point in time to get to understand the neighborhoods and the complexity of our neighborhoods a lot better. Things about how the census makes up in terms of our demographic makeup and all those kinds of things. But also things like health data, the kinds of things that people wouldn't necessarily normally have access to. But if they want to learn about a neighborhood and its character and some of its challenges and opportunities, it's a great source for information.
Neighborhood Nexus is really important at the grassroots level because the activists we work with in communities, they know their neighborhood anecdotally. They know the general demographic makeup, how many houses are vacant, and so forth. But normally it's so hard to find all the data together in one place to tell the story of their neighborhood that it's hard to communicate that story then to funders, to the city of Atlanta, to other community partners who can help impact change. So Neighborhood Nexus brings it together at the neighborhood level really well.
Neighborhood Nexus is actually the first time that we've not only had all of the data in one place, but that we've been able to visualize that data and to be able to take the information that we're getting from all of our departments, from public safety, from the city's infrastructure, from our housing and planning department, and have all of that information where we can actually see the neighborhoods and who is impacted by the work that the city's doing and make better decisions at that neighborhood level.
One of my visions coming from the funding community, I can tell you a sort of specific vision that I have, and that would be that every foundation requires all of its grantees to use Neighborhood Nexus as the data site for proposals that are submitted to them, so that you're looking at a common data set and you can really evaluate proposals based on what they're going to accomplish or what the organization's doing, and there's not a debate about the data.
The ability to extrapolate the state or condition of being at a neighborhood level, a neighborhood planning unit level, which also involves the communities clustered within that neighborhood level, and then compare how are our communities performing, if you will, in comparison to the city of Atlanta, allows us to understand what's the gap we need to close and what's the success we need to celebrate as we think about our work in a very strategic way.
Information about our communities, about our neighborhoods is so important to our ability to affect change in these communities. And Neighborhood Nexus puts information in the hands of the people who need it most, who are really making a difference in communities, and those are the residents and activists and nonprofits at the community level, at the neighborhood level, using this data to make important decisions.
The Community Foundation has been an integral part of starting Neighborhood Nexus because of our firm belief that community information system needs to be in place for this region. Decisions need to be data-driven, and everyone needs access to the information.
I love our Neighborhood Nexus, which has extraordinary data that's down to census tracts where you can know who's where, what's what kind of land use there is, what kind of traffic patterns there are, especially for neighborhoods and organizations, what are the population and census numbers. And then when we take that data, we can then begin to make decisions on where we can better place the houses, where we can better place not just residences, but different kinds of retail spaces. Even more importantly, how we can serve communities, where we need better health facilities. So to me, the data coming from multiple sources, of course I'm very biased towards Neighborhood Nexus, because it does provide a single source for multiple strands of information that then can help me, no matter if I'm a nonprofit, if I'm a neighborhood organization, if I'm a business person looking for where to invest, and if I'm a funder knowing what to invest in, it helps me see what is being effective and therefore impactful.
And our board chair's famous line is that we need to spend 10% of our time finding the data and 90% analyzing it.
We really love our partnership with Neighborhood Nexus because it makes my life simple. As the primary person to get data and help disseminate that to a wide audience, we really need information in one place. And we need to know that the source is reliable. We need to know that we can get it at a county level, not just the big region, not just the state, but really get down to neighborhoods. And Neighborhood Nexus does that for us.
We strengthen our region's nonprofits with data.
We shape policy with data.
We make decisions with data.
We transform neighborhoods with data.
We change lives with data.
We make decisions to achieve results with data. Thank you, Neighborhood Nexus.